Hi guys, Bomber here. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna be taking a look at a deck that I've been crafting in these days. The deck name that I like to call it is the Suicide Aggro, and without further ado, let's take a look at the deck. So the deck name comes from the fact that we run a bunch of cards that like to be dealt damage to, or which deals damage to our stuff on ourselves. Also we run a champion who likes to be damaged, which is Brom. And so for that reason I tried to call it in a fitting way, so Suicide Aggro, because this is an aggro archetype. So the key cards of the decks are mainly the Ember Maiden, Brom, and Sejuani, the champions. And all the other cards are basically revolving around that, and I will try to explain the why of those cards when I'm explaining the card by card overall. So first of all, we run Elixir of Iron, because on itself is a very great trick to have. It will allow you to take easy trades on the first turns mainly, and also since some cards like the Crimson Disciple or I don't know, the Ember Maiden themselves, or the Brom, like to have more health so that they can take more damage or have more activation, like for example the Crimson Disciple or the Ember Maiden itself. So yeah, Elixir of Iron is a very great trick on itself, and also has some bonus added synergy, so that's a very fitting card for the deck. Then we have, but we could consider removing one of it to run one more Fury of the North, which we currently have a one of. The numbers on that can be changed and tweaked a bit. Unfortunately, I don't have statistics for this deck, since I've crafted this deck myself, and so I can't rely on mobalytics and stuff like that. Then we have Omen Hawk, a staple on Fragile Aggro archetypes decks. And also it is very great to have it in this deck because of all the synergies. Like for example, if it hits Crimson Disciple, you get one more possible activation from it. If it Rattles Raider, it has she has very nice keywords, so getting the bonus on that is very helpful. Then we have the Ember Maiden again. She can trigger another time, and Brom. You basically double the attack if you get only one +1/+1 on it. And yeah, that's basically it, but you have so many great targets for the +1/+1, which makes the Omen Hawk very great. Crimson Disciple, again, since we have cards that deal damage to themselves, Crimson Disciple is a pretty very easy to fit in card. And so you get that additional burn damage that you wanna achieve with an aggro archetype. So yeah, very great card on itself with all the added synergy. That's even better. Then we have Rattles Raider, again a very nice target for the buffs that we run on the deck, like the Omen Hawk and the Starlit Seer. Then we have Shared Spoils, again a buff card. We have some great targets, as I've said before. We grant the top 3 units in your deck, in our deck, +1/+1, and also if we plunder, we draw one of them. It's very easy to plunder because we are an aggro deck, but even further because we have the Ember Maiden, which can even plunder on the turns when we are not attacking. Also a very nice card to have in combo with Sejuani, because as I said before, when you can't attack, the Ember Maiden can still deal damage to the Nexus, and so will activate a Sejuani, and so you can level her up a turn before normal. So yeah, very great to have Shared Spoilers as well, because it fits very well with all the synergies. Again, you get the buffs, you get the plunder, so very nice card to have. Then we have the Starlit Seer. Again, we run a bunch of spells. Exactly, we run 16, so yeah, pretty good card to have. Also, again, you want those buffs on those cards, so a Starlit Seer can help us doing that, so very nice card. Then we have Transfusion. Again, the most effective target is probably the Crimson Disciple to deal that additional damage. Also the Rattles Raider is okay, because with it off you don't really deal damage to hit. And yeah, Transfusion is a very nice trick. It's been a staple in every Noxus aggro deck, and so we run 3 of them. Then we have Calling Strike. It's more of a counter card than a synergy card for our deck. Currently in the meta we are seeing a bunch of Azariel or Misfortune or stuff like that, which can easily be removed by Calling Strike, and so that's why we run this card. It's a very great tool to have to remove those pesky champions and stuff. Then we have the Ember Maiden, again a key card for the deck. It activates your Plunder, can activate the Sejuani on turns when you're not attacking, and also it's a very nice card to have again for a counter for all those aggro decks. The Crimson Elusive right now has taken a bit of a... It has gone down on popularity, but still, if you see someone which is still using that, especially for the climb, or have any like really aggro deck, which is not ourselves, can be easily shut down with the Ember Maiden. So yeah, it is an aggro in my opinion, because you can still be pretty aggressive with that, but it also has the value, the control aspect with Ember Maiden. Really, this deck can be whatever you want based on the situation. Then we have the Candid Tavern Keeper, again a counter to aggro and burn decks, but also can help you on synergizing on stuff like I don't know, the Crimson Disciple. Again, you damage her a bunch of times, then you heal her back with the Kindred Tavern Keeper. So yeah, and if not over all those synergies, again, healing one of your allies is always good. For 3, you basically can take 1 more trade on average, so yeah, it's a very nice card to have. Then we have Take Heart, since obviously we are damaging that match all our allies. Then the Take Heart is pretty much a must for the deck. 3 mana plus 3/3 is insane, and since the only drawback, which is that your ally must be damaged, it's so easy to achieve with this deck, then obviously we run 3 off. Also, I forgot to say that Ember Maiden can also activate your Brom if you play him like defensively, and your opponent doesn't attack, but you have an Ember Maiden into play. Then the next turn, at the start of the turn, the Brom will already be damaged, so that you can attack with the 3/3 Mighty Poro immediately. So yeah, another nice synergy. And also, as I was saying, we have Brom, which can generate the value that you need, but also put the early on aggression if you summon the Mighty Poro, as I said, with Ember Maiden or a Transfusion, whatever. So yeah, pretty nice champion to have. Basically, most of the decks is based off of this champion. Then we have 1 off of the Fury of the North. Again, you can swap 1 Elixir of Iron for another Fury of the North. But yeah, basically this was because I had 39 cards and I had to fit 1 more, so I put a Fury of the North. Then we have Sejuani, very very powerful champion right now, and yeah, since we have means to level her up, it's a good fit, and also because I like her more than like any other option like Darius. I started this deck with Vladimir, which seems like a good fit since you are damaging your own stuff, but really Vladimir is not that great. He doesn't put the aggression and pressure that the Sejuani provides, and also we still synergize with Sejuani, as I said, with the Ember Maiden, and with the overall aggressive stance that we are keeping. So yeah, Sejuani is much more powerful than a Vladimir. So that's it for the deck, and let's see this deck in action. I've been having like a 80% win rate, I think, with this deck, and currently I'm climbing on on gold. So yeah, it seems pretty powerful. Let's see it in action. So right now we are up against Monster, and given by the factions and the champions, we should be against a control deck, so more than ever we want to be aggressive. The Ember Maiden probably is not that great, even if we could do the Brom combo, but since we are attacking, probably since we are attacking on even turns, then playing the Ember Maiden like defensively. But yeah, no, the Brom is coming down on even turns, so the Ember Maiden activates first, then the Brom. So yeah, we should probably not keep her. The Transfusion and the Crimson Disciple is better to be aggressive. Okay, yeah, plus Aristocrat, so this gives him a nice body to block. We should take the trade. He doesn't run Elise, so yeah, I'm not worried about the spiders. I don't know if we should trade it. Probably next turn 1 more damage is coming in if he doesn't play anything else. So yeah, we should probably not take the trade. We want to reduce his life total as much as we can. trading gives him another body which can still block the Crimson Disciple next turn. So yeah, and also the Homanok dies. So yeah, so this is the best move. Okay, Rotos Raider, since she has the buff and also can easily take the trade with the Helpless Aristocrat or the Everson Sentry. Is probably better. Okay, let's see.
Please, I have connections!
He already takes 4 damage, so it's nice. Okay, Manok, so that we don't float 1 mana. We are keeping the overall aggression of the deck. Okay, Glimpse Beyond, we can't do anything. Let's develop the Crimson Disciple and the Homanok as well. Then we can take the trade next turn with the Braum on the 2-1. So you see the aggro potential of this deck.
Let us get going.
And also this will spawn a 3-3. Okay. Castle the Undying, that's okay. We still deal 4 damage and we spawn a 3-3. Also the Braum is on his way on leveling up, so that's nice. Starlet Seer.
The trap is set.
There's a Trapper. Next turn Sejuani is coming down. And we are attacking, so very nice.
That's egg.
Aristocrat.
Did it move?
Yeah, we should probably float 3 mana. Sejuani, so yeah, let's play her.
You own what you take.
Let's remove a blocker. A Vengeance, okay. Yeah, let's... I don't know, do we want to buff something? Probably not. Let it be. Okay, let's trade these.
First we fight. We should be friends.
This maximizes the damage. So yeah. Can we push even more damage? Now we are dealing. So okay. It's at 7. We cooled Transfusion for 4 more. But yeah, probably we should wait, I guess. Let's do this. This will give us more options. We could take out the Braum, but the Braum then will be pretty weak against a Vengeance, so we should probably not overcommit. Sejuani again, nice. I don't know, we should probably Frostbite and make him vulnerable next turn. If we take 5, we are completely fine with that.
This land is
So let's develop a 3-1 instead. Let's probably block it with 2-2, just because we want space for the Sejuani. Okay, he's basically helpless against this situation. Yeah, we float 5 mana. Okay, Glimpse Beyond. Next turn we should watch out for the stuff that removes everything. But yeah, we do have a winning attack, so...
What's that noise?
Okay, another take heart. Yeah, we should attack first. Because of the 9 mana, kill everything. So let's also sacrifice the Braum. We can always take heart if we want to trade. But yeah, this seems like a win. If we need to, we can always take heart, sorry, the Transfusion, the Crimson Disciple, and then take heart here. So that we deal more. Okay. This will not save him, I guess. Okay, still It still dies, so you probably transfusion. This. That, then we take heart.
Snow and stars.
Okay, yeah. Good game. Very, very aggressive.
Victory is friends we made along the way.
Okay, we were pretty lucky in the first match. Not really, we dominated from the start. So yeah, let's continue this. Hopefully I will stop recording when I get to Platinum and then continue tomorrow. So let's continue. So now we're up against Hydon the God, and he probably is running Deep Sea Monsters. We don't have a great matchup against this kind of deck, but yeah, the main strategy is always the same, be aggressive. So yeah, I probably want to give the Elixir of Iron since we have the Solid Seer. This will help us keeping him alive, and also is a pretty cheap activator for the Solid Seer. Unfortunately, we don't get the Human Oak. It's our only one drop, but yeah. Okay, now we should consider going for the Ruthless Raider or the Solid Seer. At 2 mana, you can't remove the Ruthless Raider, sorry. So we do get the damage in. This will help us activate the Sejuani. Since we have her in hand, that's probably the right move. This hurts a bit, but yeah, we still can chip him down, and he doesn't die, so yeah. That's unfortunate for since we don't activate the Sejuani. Okay, you see, like for example, the Conan Strike now is kinda okay against the Maokai. But probably the 3-2 is even more concerning, but we can easily trade him with the Solid Seer. Okay, he doesn't attack, we're fine with that. Another kind of Tavern Keeper, so yeah. Probably attack with everything, we have some nice tricks. Let's go. Okay. So we go for like, we can Transfusion or Elixir of Iron. We just need the health, so let's go for this.
This will be a good winter.
Let's see what you have. At 4, probably nothing. Make it rain, but yeah, still doesn't save you. Also, yeah, we should have considered the Hoarder. If the Ruthless Raider were to attack first, he would have healed.
Danger pays.
For 1, we can probably do something with the Transfusion. If he tries to kill the 2-3 Starlets here, we can Transfusion him out of the reach. So yeah. Yeah, the Deep Sea Monsters is a kinda okay deck, because you have the early on defensive potential. Okay, so you see, it does have the early on defensive potential, and then it just crashes you on the later stages. So yeah, pretty consistent deck. I don't know why it is not that
An auspicious season.
like ubiquitous into standard. Okay, my feast. Yeah, okay, we do take the trade, but he had to like take another
Let me show you what I
resource
can
out
do.
of his way. Jet is on. He's still a bit off. 19, another jet is off, and we can start seeing the stuff, the Deep Sea Monsters. So next time we should probably aggressively play the Sejuani, even if we don't trade anything. Solid Seer, also kinda nice, but yeah.
Feel no fear, show no mercy. Words to die by.
Jet is on again. He's now in the deep. Yeah, this kinda hurts. Really can't do much about this. We deal 2 damage. But yeah, other than that, no, I should probably attack with this.
Let's take this outside.
Oh, this is very bad. Didn't expect him to get the deep and also have a Devourer of the Depths.
I'm back next time.
Transfusion. Yeah, we're kinda screwed.
Who goes there?
But let's not give up. Grip the north. Okay, we do have some reach. Should we free of the north probably not. We want to deal as much damage as possible, so we do 4, 7, 10, 14. Should we take the trade? Probably this seems better at this point. So we go free of the north here.
This would be a good
So right now this
winter.
doesn't die. And yeah, this seems better. Let's see if you have something more. Okay, Grasp of the Undying. So now we can transfusion.
Look what you did.
Blessed by snow and stars.
Okay, so he goes at 9.
Everywhere.
Then Falling Strike it. If he had another Jettison, the Maokai could have activated, further decreasing our chances of winning. The Calling Strike is not the best draw right now.
Fresh is worth at least twice as
Yeah,
much.
Jolanters. Just from the Undying. Yeah, this seems like a loss. Good game. We basically lost when we played the Sejuani aggressively. And yeah, I didn't expect Jettison plus a Devourer of the Depths, but yeah, I could have seen that coming. So yeah, let's try this again. Okay, so we're up against Irby with an Heimerdinger Vi control deck, and also it's very important that the Ember Maiden is like very strong against the Heimerdinger, because obviously all the turrets that he's spawning, we can easily kill those with the Ember Maiden, but probably keeping 2 of those is a bit too much, so let's just keep 1. Maybe to see the Sejuani also, a nice combo with the Ember Maiden. Crimson Disciple, unfortunately not an Hawk for the aggression early on, but we have the Crimson Disciple, it's fine. Okay, close with the dragon, we should take the trade with the Elixir of Iron. He's probably not expecting this, and at 1 he can't do anything, because I'm out of the deck. Okay, so we deal damage, activate the Sejuani, our Crimson Disciple is still pretty healthy. We can heal her further
Skill and
with the
grace
Candle Returning
tear
Keeper.
your breath away.
And yeah, we should keep the Ember Maiden for later.
Grasping claws.
Could have take heart that, but
Let's
yeah,
talk about your
I
talent.
don't know. That would have probably been the best play. Let's see how this unfolds. So it's here. But then if we play him, we can't do anything later, so it's probably taken off an attack. Let's see what he's trying to do. I don't know, should we go for an Ember Maiden and then take Carter? Probably let's go safer with the Sarits here. Could have even passed. Yeah, I'll pass. Crimson Disciple again, pretty effective burn with the Ember Maiden. Ember Maiden, sorry, the Vi. We can easily save anything with the Free of the North. So let's develop a Crimson Disciple as well. He goes for the Twin Disciplines, okay. That's even worse. I don't know, should we save the Sarits here? Probably not. Yeah, let's let him go. No, let's see. Then we take the great Vi, but he's not attacking. Okay. So our opponent knows his fact. The Sejuani can die from another
Pain is nothing.
overheated beam, I guess that's the name. But we can save him with the transfusion. Save her with the transfusion. If not, we just trade the Vi. And then, as I said, we can burn him out with the Ember Maiden.
Ride onward.
I love a taste of the action.
Spirit's Refuge. So he saves the Vi, but yeah, let's go ahead. You can also take out the Sejuani.
I don't need a plan. This.
Okay, let's Fear of the North that.
Fight like the animal you are.
Now let's see what he does. Also, yeah, another thing about the Crimson Disciple is that she also can deal damage to the Nexus for the Sejuani to activate more. Okay. We can still trade there. Yeah, we can still trade it with the transfusion. Then we can develop the Ember Maiden, and this is very, very close to lethal.
Torch it. All of it. Leave only ashes and dust.
Deal 5, then yeah, we have to feed everything. That's good.
The winter's claw endures. No swallows their tears.
Good game. We can also take art if he wants to remove something. Yeah. Well played.
We survive.
Okay, so we did get a loss in the way, so at least I want to get to first gold. So let's continue. So we are still up against the deck that we first encountered, but this time the Tryndamere instead of the Braum. So yeah, still we want to be very aggressive. I don't know, the Ember Maiden probably is okay against the spiders that he can summon. And then the Starlit Seer can give us value. The Sheer Spoils also is nice. Yeah, this probably is a full keep. We still need the Human Hawk, but yeah. Again, it's our only one draw. We should not ask for too much. Okay, another Sheer Spoil. Probably the Ruthless Raider, because we want those Sheer Spoils to activate, so that the next turn we can play both of them. Also, again, we want to activate the Sejuani, since we have it. Now, since he did pass, both would have been okay. Probably the Starlit Seer would have been better, because that's even more activations. And now that I think about it, we should probably play the Starlit Seer. That's more activation, since we have 2 spells already.
This will be a good winter.
Also, again, the Culling Strike is also great with against the Anivia, both the hag that she spawns, or her herself. Okay, let's probably develop the Ruthless Raider. Then let's wait. What could be coming? A whale, but yeah, nothing is killed since we have the Tough. Next turn we should be worried about the 9 mana remove everything, but we're dealing quite a lot of damage. So yeah, we should not overcommit by playing the Ember Maiden. Let's probably do the attack first, so that's 9 already. Most of this game is knowing what your opponent could have in hand. Okay, Grasping with the Undying. Unfortunately, we don't have tricks to save fair, but at least we know that he's not gonna remove the whole board. We can now go for the Shielded Spoils. Disciple.
An auspicious season.
Yeah, again, probably next turn is coming the board clear, so we are fine with that, I guess. We don't want to overcommit. Elixir of Iron. If we had it the last turn, that would have been better. I don't know, now we should be passing. What could we do? If we develop a Crimson Disciple, I don't know. Probably the Kindly Tower Keeper. Right now is probably the weakest card. And then we can go Ember Maiden or Crimson Disciple next turn, but we are at 7 next turn. This seems like a pass, I guess. Another Sejuani. Let's take the open attack first. That's 5 more damages. At this point, really, we are winning if he doesn't do anything. But I know that something is coming. A Tryndamere also. But we can trade the Tryndamere with this. We can trade the Tryndamere with the Sejuani. Or we can make him not take the attack. So, yeah. Let's probably do something at least.
Oh, I can't
Crimson
wait.
Disciple and Ember Maiden should be fine.
Let the flames take you.
So that's 3 more damage. And, we are kind of forcing a board wipe. But then if he goes for the board wipe, okay, from here. as I was saying, if he goes for the board wipe instead, then we can play the Sejuani and make him vulnerable and like freeze it, so that he can't take the attack. And we can also kill the frozen Tryndamere. So yeah, that's even another combo, another synergy in the deck. Okay, the Ruination. Okay, fine. Ah, but that's only for units. No. Yeah, okay, so still can do that. No, okay, I was right. The Tryndamere also dies. Then I don't know why he wasn't
You own what you take.
like taken into consideration. Let's kill him, and then we can win with the Sejuani. So let's see, if next turn he doesn't have a Vengeance, we win. Let's play Norman Hope also, just to be sure. We can finish this off with the other body, thanks to the Fury of the North and the Sejuani Fury of the North. Yeah, so they are both Sejuani's Fury of the North. Okay, let's see, do you have it? Okay, here is the Vengeance, and here is the Grasping of the Undying, but we deal 10, it goes at 10, so that's okay. Another combo, or mainly more like a deck building aspect of this deck, is that the Sejuani can get you another Fury of the North, as well as a Braum can get you more take cards. So yeah, probably running too many Fury of the Norths, where you also can have the Fury of the North from the Sejuani herself, that's probably a bit too much. The take card only costs 3, so that's still okay, but 4 mana for the Fury of the North probably can clog your hand a bit too much, but yeah, that's just a minor aspect. Now we could end this here, but I'm pretty confident that because we get to first gold. But since I say that I get an 80% win rate most of the times with this deck, and right now we only lost 1 time and we won 3 times, so that's a 75%. If we win another time, we get to 80% win rate, 4 out of 5, so yeah, let's do this. So, now we're up against Sejuani and Misfortune, so I'm guessing Plunder deck. Now, Calling Strike is very good against Misfortune. Then we see Braum and Sejuani. This is probably an aggressive deck, so we can be the defensor, the controller in this matchup. So, Elixir of Iron, since we don't have early on bodies, we can mulligan it out in search for those early on bodies. And yeah, the Braum and Sejuani, having those in hand is very valuable. Okay, we see the Yaman Hawk. Next turn we have a nice trade with the Lotus Raider, but he will probably develop one of his own. So now, with the Lotus Raider, an Elixir of Iron would have been fine. Another Sejuani. Warning shot, okay, so to activate faster the Sejuani. And a Black Market Merchant. Okay, let's see if he wants to trade it. Probably not. Okay. Another, I don't know. That he just stealed. Okay, yeah, the Black Market Merchant can really go nuts. I don't know if he's attacking with the 1/1s, probably just to activate the Sejuani again. I don't think that he has something at 3. He could have the Pocket Aces, I guess that's the name. The card that gives +2/+1. On the Frejord, yeah, Free of the North is at 4. Probably fine with blocking. It is, I guess that is just to get the plunder. Okay, so fine. We can develop another one.
Fight or die.
We could have killed the Black Market Merchant. Yeah, probably should have. But not really, because this is at fast speed, at burst speed, so yeah, we couldn't do anything about that. Let's just pass. Then we can kill it up with the Braum next turn. Another Cunning Strike.
How can Brom
We can also have the mana for the Shielded Spoils. Okay.
Let's show our friends the door.
Now we could have the Free of the North. So it's kinda risky to attack with the Braum. I kinda want the Braum to leave. A pass right here is probably to tell me that he has a Free of the North. So probably this is safest. We're playing kinda defensively. I guess that we should take the risk.
This is fun, yes?
Don't know. Because if he has it, he's gonna use it later on. So we might as well take the risk right now. Luckily enough we didn't have it. So now we get the T33, the Braum is still alive. We can share spoils, so this seems pretty nice.
Yeah, you don't want
The Orbital Drifter, so even more activators for the Sejuani. Hawk, kinda useless at this point. Also, if you are going second with this deck, the Braum and the Sejuani attack on even turns, so yeah, it's obviously pretty nice. At this point, since we have 2 Cunning Strikes, we could consider killing the Yordle Grifter. Shielded Spoils. Okay, first of all, let's develop the Omen Oak. I guess, since we don't have mana for both. Okay, 4/4. We can block it with the Braum and give him more health if needed.
You know the value of a coin. Seize the opportunity.
Yeah, we should probably kill the 3/3. Playing aggressively the Cunning Strike. Okay, he's at 6, so next turn he can level up.
Fire knows its own.
Okay, this removes a blocker for us, so that's very nice. Probably missed that this regenerates, I don't know. Okay, transfusion, so now we can take this off. Everything else trades with the 2, so we're fine. We could even consider playing another time in the Cunning Strike aggressively, but that's probably a bit too much. So now we can kill with the transfusion. Preferred goods, trying to steal something. A Fury of the North could hurt right now. Not really, because we still have lethal if he plays that. Yeah, we should probably take the risk. We still have the Elixir of Iron to further shield our damage dealer. Probably we should have buffed the Rathalos Raider. Because with the tough, if he has more, okay, make it rain. It's only that we can Elixir of Iron these.
Sometimes icy hot just needs warm spot.
Okay. this with a win. So as I said, 80% win rate, but I don't have the statistics really. But yeah, for what I remember, that's mostly the win rate of the deck. One of the losses was still because of a misplay. I didn't play around, if you remember, the War of the Depths and the Sejuani. I don't know if that would have changed anything, but still could have made the difference, and so yeah, that's the deck. That's it for this video, hope you liked it and find it useful, and as always, see ya!